8 Unforgettable Moments from Neil Warnock's managerial career as icon retires. Divisive former Premier League and Football League boss Neil Warnock announced his retirement from management on Saturday, April 9, following his Middlesbrough exit earlier in the season. Having started his managerial career in 1980 with Gainsborough Trinity, Warnock went on to occupy the dugout at a further 15 clubs across the past 4 decades and took each of Sheffield United, QPR and Cardiff City into the top flight across 1603 games in management. As well as his success throughout the Football League, Warnock, 73, is just as well known for his outspoken nature and eccentric antics, leaving supporters split down the middle over his decision to step back from the game. He said on Sky Sports, "I just thought it was the right time, really, coming towards the end of the season, there's not really a job you're going to get before then. I've had a good run really. I'm enjoying things I've not done for years, I'm having a lot of time with the family, my dogs and I've taken up cycling too. I'm not saying the enthusiasm's gone, I've not lost that, but when I see some of my friends who are struggling health-wise, there comes a time where you have to let your family enjoy a little bit more of your time, in particular my wife Sharon." With that in mind, here are Daily Star Sports' list of Warnock's best moments. Warnock provided a number of memorable moments during the 2018-19 season as his Cardiff City side battled bravely against relegation from the Premier League. This included staring out referee Craig Pawson after an agonizing late defeat to Chelsea in March 2019. However, the most iconic Warnock moment of the season came before a match with Crystal Palace as he was filmed in the dugout before kickoff. After spotting the cameraman, Warnock walked towards it staring down the lens and channeling his inner Liam Gallagher as the clip became a social media hit. Cardiff and Wolverhampton Wanderers contested a highly engrossing title race in the Championship during the 2017-18 season, with the two sides meeting for a pulsating match in April 2018. Following the match, which Wolves won 1-0, Nuno Espirito Santo attempted to shake Warnock's hand only to be blanked. Nuno then followed Warnock round the pitch as the Cardiff boss continued to ignore him and applauded the home fans instead. Warnock then called his opposite number a disgrace in his post-match interview, but has since gone on to praise the former Wolves boss and instead target his backroom staff. During his time as Sheffield United manager, Warnock was the star of a self-titled documentary following the club's 2004 Fifths campaign. The film produced enough Warnock moments to fill a list of its own, but one that stands out is his reaction to a half-time scuffle in the tunnel during a match with Millwall. Goalkeeper Paddy Kenny had been head-butted by Millwall's Kevin Muscat, and the pair were sent off, causing defender Phil Jagielka to go in goal. After United came from behind to win, Warnock took the chance to rub it into the Millwall players as he told them that serves you right for Muscat as they trudged off the pitch. Another from the Warnock documentary, Sheffield United had conceded a goal to Wolves right at the end of the first half, leading to Warnock and defender Chris Morgan getting into a heated argument in the dressing room. Warnock was particularly incensed that Wolves defender Jolyon Lescott had not been picked up from a set piece. The pair descend into a shouting match with Warnock pacing the dressing room, shaking his head and shouting the iconic line, "Who's marking effing Lescott?" During one of a number of memorable appearances on Sky Sports Soccer Saturday, Warnock spoke of his relationship with the fans of Cardiff's rivals, Bristol City. "I joke with their fans that, when I do pass away, I hope they all have a minute's applause for me at Ashton Gate and remember the good times I've given them," explained Warnock. "I don't want silence. I want them all to be chanting Warnock's a W over and over again. For a whole minute. That would be my ideal." Back in the 2002 third season, Warnock guided Sheffield United to the semi-finals of the League Cup, where they faced Liverpool in a fiery two-legged tie. Despite losing 3-2 on aggregate after extra time in the second leg, Warnock did not miss the chance to have a pop at Liverpool assistant Phil Thompson. Warnock revealed in his autobiography that during a touchline fracas he had snapped at Thompson, shouting, "You can F off Pinocchio, get back in your effing cupboard." Once again taken from the infamous documentary, Warnock lost his rag during a home defeat to Ipswich Town in February 2005. Warnock took particular exception to the decisions of the linesman on his side of the pitch and berated the official throughout the match, even asking a substitute to warm up just so they could abuse him. In addition to calling the linesman bias, he also quipped, "When you see that on telly tomorrow Lino, and you see it's a penalty, will you be disappointed? Or will you think, oh, I just made a mistake?" Prior to becoming Cardiff manager, Warnock had appeared as a pundit on BT Sport for their match away to Liverpool in December 2013 and provided some advice for under-pressure gaffer Mocky McKay. To the bemusement of presenter Jake Humphrey and former Liverpool midfielder Steve McManaman, Warnock became one of, if not the first people, to use the phrase "keep your pecker up." "I think in football, if you lose your sense of humor, you're dead, you've got no chance." He knows he's got to keep his pecker up, remarked Warnock live on air.